Hey everybody, welcome back to Stratego Freaks for another exciting edition of the King of Strategus. Give me a moment to make sure we're actually live streaming. 1 second, please. Are we live? We are? Okay, cool. Okay. So today's going to be a real fun match. I'm looking forward to this. We have a new competitor in the King of Strategus, Akaboom. Let's take a look and see the current rankings here. Our current king, Kanonenkeks, I will forever struggle with that name, is sitting with a current ELO of 624. I believe this is his second or third title defense or crown defense. And, clearly a very strong player. And let's see where Akaboom is. Let's see if I can find him here. And there he is at number 34 on Strategus at 533. And, on any given day, Akaboom can be one of the best players on Strategus. And he can beat anybody. And so I think I've played him a few times. I think he's definitely gotten the better of me. And both of these guys are strong players, very evenly matched, and I'm expecting a very high-end game here. And it should be really fun. While we're just sitting here waiting for our competitors, we'll take a look at the leaderboard. Winner is still at top with a solid 926. Loser maker, 771. Want to see more of this guy playing. We've been exchanging some dialogue about maybe playing sometime, but he's a busy guy and only has a small window to play, and he's on the other side of the planet, so sometimes scheduling these games can be hard. Hielko looking good at 748. Overlord, he's very active lately. Eagle 06, what's up Eagle? 704. Maelstrom playing solid, and as you can see, BFG Lotto Rush actually played I might reach out to him, and there was a match we played the other day where he just totally suckered my Marshal with his spy, and it was a pretty nice play on his part. I felt pretty stupid afterwards, but it was a good play on his part, and I think it would be an interesting video, so I might reach out to them. There's old Nemesis. He's been playing a little bit. He's back. He's back on the leaderboard there. Kamikaze, Damage, Skyfall, Frosty, Unseen Hero. Another guy I've been talking to. Real nice guy, Mr. X, and you can kind of just see the top 26 here on the board. All right, I'm going to pop over and just wait for our competitors to join, and we'll see what's going on. Oh yeah, let's look at the podium. I have my match tomorrow in Last Man Standing against Katama. I managed to win my last match, putting me at 1-1. So I was happy to get that victory and keep staying in this tournament. So look at Napoleon. He's got 3 solid victories, no losses. Matt, Skyfall, Andreas, all with 3 wins and no losses. As we scroll down, we're just still waiting for other players to complete their next round. And solid group. Winners undefeated with 2 victories. Doulahan's got, looks like 2 wins and a draw there. You'll have to forgive me, by the way, I'm sick, and I managed to pull it together to get this live stream going. And Akaboom, actually I think these guys play next, I heard, or something like that. And let me see here. So real solid tournament, and Overlord looks like he was 1-1 there. So when that first round happened and I lost, I played miserably. I kind of went in with thinking I had devised the perfect game plan, and let me tell you, it was far from perfect. I played like an absolute moron and got outplayed as well, and it wasn't even close. And it was so I told myself I need to settle in and just kind of play the game as it comes at me in the next one. And I played super conservative, and I believe it was a Blue Tom, and he kind of came in, and I didn't really necessarily outplay him. I think I more just outlasted him, and I was playing kind of a shuffler, annoying game, but it worked. And from time to time I do that. And okay, let me get out of here. and get back here. So hopefully everybody's dialed in and on point, and we'll get this game going. So yeah, guys, if you're tuning in to the live stream, please check out, there's a link to the Discord on the channel that we started, the Home of Stratego Freaks. We'd love to have more participants there. We've had a few new people join over the week, and I'd love to keep growing that, the community there, and just keep adding fun content, educational content. We're doing a series on openings. I just did my first one. You'd think in 6 months or so of making videos, we would have done more content, educational content on openings, but for whatever reason we didn't. And the other day we released our first one, and I think there's so many concepts into openings, but we're starting at the beginning, so it's just basically beginner concepts. Some of the techniques and tactics in that video that we put out have worked for me, and there, as I keep mentioning, there is no bulletproof open or setup, and you're just trying to glean and pull the stuff that works to create your setup, and kind of have some of the concepts in your setup. So Pawn Snail did a really nice one utilizing the workshop features, and I thought that was very helpful in kind of understanding the route in which pieces can travel. And so we utilize that, and I'll be doing that more in the future. I think the next opening video we're going to do is going to be like the next tier up. And hopefully, and what I mean by that is setups that are still for beginner players, that kind of give them a mindset of what they're trying to accomplish when they're playing new players as well, and lottoers and martial blitzers and things of that nature. So we're going to just slowly progress up until we get some more advanced setups and A-rate type setups, and explain why those work. Some A-rate setups don't work against lottoers and martial blitzers, and these are all the variables that can take place when you're making these setups. There's a few guys that seem to play great against newbies and A-rates, and let me see here. Still wait. Looks like there's some nice tournament games going on here. Tony's playing Vertigo, and we're just waiting on Kanonenkeks. Kanonenkeks. I think that's it. There's Akaboom. We're waiting patiently for the gentleman to come in and play. Yeah, so this should be really fun. I got Nemesis next to me, hovering over my shoulder. Let's see who's in the... Oh, there's Charlie and Smalley. Hi, Charlie and Smalley. I'm looking at the live chat, guys. And Akaboom has a YouTube channel as well. You should head over there and like and subscribe. He's got some good content, and you're really looking to look at these A-rate players and kind of get into the... All right, there the guys are. I love it when people show up on time. So they're probably gonna take a minute here to set up. I know Kanonenkeks is a pretty fast player. I should know more about Akaboom's style, but I don't. But after this match, I should have a little bit of more insight and moving forward. So it's been really fun doing these live streams. I know it can be difficult to follow along. I'm one of the worst at paying attention, and it's the old saying, you can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Well, that sums up my style. As soon as I'm flapping my gums, I lose focus, whether I'm playing a match or watching one. So feel free to chime in and let me know if you recognize something or what you think is happening. You can always mention that in the live chat. So I hope everybody's holiday season is looking good. We got Christmas around the corner, Hanukkah if you celebrate that, Kwanzaa if you're celebrating Kwanzaa. I had a great Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, I did get quite sick, and that always sucks. But that didn't stop me from eating a ton of food and drinking quite a few beers, which is always nice. But yeah, I have a good 3 weeks off coming up here. And the next, I think we start our vacation on the 10th, and we'll be off all the way through till January. And I'm really looking forward. Matisse, what's up, my man? The legendary Skyfall chiming in. Good to see you, brother. Well, it's going great with me, and I hope it's going good with you, but always good to see you. I see you're doing quite well on the ELO chart, and keep it going, dude. Keep it going. Hoping some of our other friends come on in. Captain, a.k.a. Suspicious 99. He's always nice to have out there. Now, these guys are clearly taking their time. All right, and here we go. Let me put the king, actually. We'll just leave it. All right, so A and B file posting up. Both players making a wall. I've played Kanonenkeks a couple times. Guy plays fast. Be aggressive, bluff. Yeah, both of these guys are playing on the last man standing. I didn't see when their match was, but I'll be dialed in if I can. So this is a good feeler out for these guys for the last man standing. So they're going to kind of learn a little bit about each other in this match for sure. Once again, if anybody wants to join me in one of these live streams to help commentate, I would love it. So feel free to reach out if you have any. Yeah, the last man standing's been great, Matisse. It's fantastic stuff. Yeah, I love these tournaments. It's been a lot of fun. All right, so there's a captain there discovered on the B file. And the center's on lockdown. Nobody's really making a move there yet. And the captain's progressing forward up to B file. And a retreating piece on the I file. Tucked away. All right. Two captains revealed there. And a push. So two captains on Akaboom's side in exchange. Super even. Excuse me. Yeah, Kanonenkeks took the throne from our good friend Marcy Regina Wu, and has, which is no easy task, and managed to pull off a win there. And as I said, has defended his title a couple times. All right, first major piece out of the gate there, Colonel from Akaboom. Up a couple minor pieces there, the sergeant and the lieutenant. Akaboom tucking away another piece. It's hard to say what that I6 piece is. I'm tending to believe it is just a scouting piece, but it's real hard to say. All right, another piece coming. So center's on lockdown, left side's on a lockdown situation. And a 3-piece L up on the right on the I and J file for Akaboom. If you're tuning in and you're still new to the game, you'll notice that both players, they have moved quite a few pieces on the first 2 rows there, but they're coveting their pieces really well and doing a lot of moving around to keep your opponent off guard, and they can transfer pieces quite quickly. Exchange. Both players pretty dialed in on material value exchanging. They seem to be very even there. And both guys moving quite fast, still within the first minute. So I can't remember if that J7 is the Colonel. I kind of spaced out there for a second. Clearly didn't get my caffeine. See you soon, Matisse. Interesting. Exchange. So that was not the Colonel. I kind of spaced out there. Very even game. That's a pop exchange. So, okay. the 2-piece advantage for Akaboom there. And there's that was the kernel, so an exchange there. Let's see if these two sergeants play a factor. All right, a new piece coming out from that second row. 2 row there. Could be anything. I love a good mystery piece. Another exchange. Okay, so minor down, major exposed. Yeah, one thing when I played Kanonenkeks, he does like to bluff, as most Stratego players do. He was really exhausting a lot of his resources there. Last game we played, I was actually out playing him and was up. He lottoed my open flag, and I actually had an opportunity to take the kernel with my own kernel, and I let it get past. I don't know what I was thinking there. Actually, I think I was thinking it was a gen, but he got to my flag. And hey, when you're playing desperate, when you need to get down, that's what you need to do. So hats off. All right, charging in. Still scouts on the board too, and we'll see if that one of these spies gets. All right, Aka down to 1 scout. Was not afraid to hit with that captain. Chasing. Jay coming up. All right, exchange miners. Good way to get the miner down there and see if you could get a tripod opened up or discover something. Excuse me once again. Another miner gone. So this could be problematic, you know. As we get closer to the end game, you know, if I always reach out to our new players, if you go down in minors and you know you have 1 or 2 left, your opportunities to get to a closed-in flag become less. So keep those minors. You know, you've got to protect a few of them there. If I was a bet man, I'd say Kanonenkeks, his flag is probably... Oh, and there's the old Gen. The old Gen making an appearance. Spy could be on d4. Could even be on f4 if he was being bold with it. But it's, oh, what do we got here? Okay, so, all right, so kind of exchanging there. And there's the marsh pushing in. I think Akaboom's flag is probably on the left, A through D. Most likely bombed in. It's hard to say. What is this move? Still the 2 sergeant lead for Akaboom. Looks like it might be an exchange. It's hard to say. Where's the spy? He's really putting some pressure. Is that the spy there? No, it's not. Wanting to see. Okay, so 1 minor left for Kanonenkeks. I need a translator. Someone help me, please. So we do know that the gen is still on the E file there for Akaboom. Probable spy on D. Oh, that could be the spy moving. When these guys, it's so hard to get a read, but that's what he's implying or implied earlier. But that could have been a bluff. All right, looking to gobble this up, but will he take the risk here? Our exchange, okay? Now, if the final minor goes for Kanonenkeks, it would be almost a guaranteed draw for Akaboom. Spies are kind of a mystery. Okay, that's a nice little scout there. And not allowing that to happen. And Aka's out of scouts. Hoping to utilize that last scout. Now what's this coming up? Exchange. So Aka down the lieutenant. Oof. What is this? Is this the marsh? Jen. That's a big move. And there's the marsh. So Jen and Marshall. And now comes the Jen. That was a patient play by Kanonenkeks there. Kanonenkeks. Jeez. Really waiting for the right time to take advantage there with the patient general play there. Going up the big piece. Now more than ever does Aka want to get that last minor. I don't expect to see that minor. He's making a push right here. Both guys could have open flags. It's still a mystery. Devours the spy. So it looks like, there's one bombed in location possible for our king. And there's two possible bombed in, and there's the exchange. Is he making a run for the flag here? Aka not ready to pull the trigger on that. Debating, maybe trying to, instigate a hit, pick up a piece. Uh-oh, let me see. Is this a trapped piece now? Interesting. That is devastating. And let's see what he's doing here. He's pinched off the board. And I don't know if that is a comeback can be made up here. He still, has to get to the flag, so he's looking for that final minor, and he could just run around the lakes here. So he's going to force a hit. It's not over till the fat lady sings, they say, so let's see. So he's gonna have to figure out a way to decipher and get down. It's looking like E1 would be the bombed in location clearly, but there's no guarantee it's there. So Kanonenkeks is going to have to probe a little bit, sacrifice a piece to get in there. But he's got a clear stranglehold on the match there with the two majors and the lieutenant. But that one minor is a real problem. Now remember, draws in this game mean both players lose. So they're forced to go for it. And that's another, sweet part about the King of Strategus. I mean, it is a fun match, and it should be, stress-free. But I love the addition of making them go for the win. And even if that means that our king has to go for it, that's fine. This crown is supposed to get passed around. So is this? He's going in. Okay, so it's an open flag. I believe he has the bandwidth here to test those pieces. He still has a minor. Still has a scout. That's going to get used here pretty quick. And just has the piece advantage. All right, so we're looking, at an open flag, and Cannon's not going to let that gen get down and get a shot, and the board is pinched off. All right, so there's the final minor. So if we're looking at the board, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movable pieces. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. On the back row that he would have to challenge. Unless it's a crazy second row flag, which is not out of the realm of possibility there. So testing. Takes that. That was a dead piece. We knew that. And here comes the scout. Bomb. Bomb. 3 movable pieces left. So this is going to come down to an accurate guess here. And it looks like Akaboom can get his gen down, and he's got a 1 in 5 chance here. Possibly 1 in 5. It's 1 in 6 if you want to include the D9. So he's coming to that E. He's looking to hit the E1. Another bomb. He's down to 2 pieces. This is wild. He's going to the corner. Multiple back row bombs, making things very... Here he goes. He's going for E1. All right. Interesting. I'm starting to think it's F1. Moment of truth. Oh my God, Akaboom does it. What an aggressive play. There's a new king in town, Akaboom. Congratulations. That was a great match, guys. It looked like things were over for Akaboom there. And Kanonenkeks, being, the king that he was, went for it. And we love to see it. He went for the obvious one. I'm guessing the flag was F1. And in fact, yes, unless it was a second round, I guess these guys will tell us. And he had to play that game where he just ran around the lake. And you know, if we didn't have that, that could have been a draw, but both players wanting to go for it. And I think that was the right course of action there. So congratulations, Akaboom. You're now the current king of Strategus. Great game by both guys. We know we're going to be seeing Kanonenkeks back soon. Yeah, that the open flags, you know, both guys I think had open flags, and this is why having an open flag can benefit you in these games. You know, even though they get lottoed, when it comes down to a guessing game, I mean, he was very close. He hit everyone you could possibly go for, and it was the luck of the draw on that and in that situation. And you know, it's tough. I've been down that road before where you have 5 pieces, but there's 6 pieces to choose from, and you just guess wrong every time. I think we've all had that happen to us. So, wow, heck of a game. Came down to the very end. That's what we want to see. So, congratulations to both players. Fantastic. That's what we want to see. That's going to be a real fun match to kind of go over and look at. And, you know, guys, please, if you want to join the King of Strategus, just reach out. I'll put you on the list. We have a pretty nice queue of players right now, some solid players, as you can clearly see, and we want to keep growing that. So if you have any interest, either let me know in the comments here, hit me up in the Discord, leave me a message, or even on Strategus, you can message me. My name's Mantis, and you could send me a private communique and say, hey, I want to play too. I want to be the king. So I'm going to have to look and see who's next. It might be SC Develop next, which would be very cool to see him throw his hat, or I should say crown, in the ring, and see if he can dethrone our new king, Akaboom. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. Please like and subscribe. Once again, check out Akaboom's channel, and I'll see you on Strategus soon, guys, and I'll beat you there too. Have a great day.